Hello everyone, this is Morsi and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'd like to discuss techniques that we can use in order to speed up our manifestation process. Now, manifesting is the process of materializing those things that we have once imagined, those things that we desire. For example, right now, we're living a manifested life. The way we're living right now was once imagined in our mind. So our inner reality is a depiction of our physical reality and vice versa. Our physical reality is a depiction of our inner reality. Some common desires are relationships, financial stability, improvements in career, anything that we feel will enhance our lives. We have intense desires because we feel it will fill us up where we lack. And the thing is that when we believe that we lack somewhere, that's the energy that we're putting out, and that's what we're going to receive back. It's the law of attraction. The law of attraction doesn't discriminate against quote unquote good or bad energy. It just reflects the thoughts and desires that we have in our inner reality. So if we feel as though we're lacking somewhere and we believe it, that's exactly what we're going to get back. So the technique that we're going to use is to feel as though we already have what we desire, because ultimately everything we need is within us. All the knowledge, all of the beliefs, all of our capabilities, anything we need is already within us. So when we begin to practice feeling as though we already have what we desire, we begin to raise our vibration up at the same vibration where our desires are. If our desire is to have financial stability or improvements in our career and it's up here, but we're down here and we are not believing this, then we're not matching that frequency. So the goal is to feel it right here, right now. So change the story that you're telling yourself. Our mind loves stories. Whenever we go through something, and even if we don't know the details of it, our mind fills it in. Our mind likes beginning, middles, and ends. It needs an enemy and it needs a hero. It needs a solution to every problem we make up in our mind. So the goal is to change that story that we're telling ourselves. Begin to make the story be something that brings us closer to our desires rather than separating us from our desires. Begin to shift into a parallel reality where you are already that person you want to be. Feel it. Feel it right now. Just try and envision yourself being that person you want to be, having those things you want, and feel it in your body, because what happens is that raises your vibrations. Another thing is positive affirmations. So I am love, I am competent, I am capable, I am worthy, I am abundance. Abundance flows through me with ease. When we consciously use these positive affirmations, we are programming our subconscious mind. Now, our conscious mind works to program instructions into our subconscious mind, which works habitually. So our subconscious mind, it works with patterns. It helps us to do things without thinking. So for example, when we first learned how to drive, we got in the car, put on our seatbelt. We are very conscious of every single move we had to do. Looking left and right, well, we still have to do that, but checking our rear view mirror consciously, looking at the road consciously, checking the road signs consciously. But the more we do that, what happens is it just becomes a habit, and we do it without really thinking. Same as a guitar. When we're playing a guitar, we're checking the strings, and maybe we have to look at the E chord or the G chord. But the more we practice, our conscious mind begins to program these instructions into our subconscious mind, and we can play the guitar without looking. Now, this rule is the same with our thoughts and our beliefs and our actions. If we begin to consciously if we begin to consciously observe our thoughts and begin to change those thoughts into thoughts that bring us closer to our desire, that bring us closer to those things that we want to manifest, the more likely we are to see that in our physical reality. Now, this helps to speed up the manifestation process because we are consistently putting out the right energy. And at the same time, we are working on feeling whole within ourselves without anything around us. And trust that you will begin to see these changes throughout your daily life. You'll begin to see the change on the day you begin to observe your thoughts, because your thoughts and beliefs are what create your physical reality. So look at thoughts as suggestions. Thoughts are not who we are. We are not our thoughts. They're simply just suggestions that come in and out of our head. Choose a thought that once again brings you closer to what you desire. And each day, put that energy into whatever you're doing. When you believe you have something, you feel it, and then you begin to see it, and opportunities begin to arise around you. And don't forget, we're human, so each day is going to be different. Our emotions are going to be different. There's going to be instances where we can't bring unconscious mind activity into our awareness as thoughts. So they are reflected as emotions. And that's why it's important not to block out your emotions, because your emotions are trying to tell you something that you're not aware of. So when you feel a certain emotion, reflect on it. And what you're doing is bringing that to your attention. So then you can start changing the story you tell yourself. So you can start using positive affirmations and start shifting into a parallel reality where you are choosing thoughts that will bring you closer to, once again, what you desire. So if today feels different than yesterday, if you didn't feel like you did as good as yesterday, give yourself a break. Just say, right now, I'm doing the best I can. And the best you can may look different from yesterday, but it's okay. What we're doing is we're practicing living moment by moment. We're practicing being in the moment because the present moment is all we will ever have. Our subconscious mind never shuts off. It's at its most normal state when we're sleeping. So when we have dreams, that's our subconscious mind running. It's a reflection of what we're seeing during the day when our conscious mind is awake and alert. Our conscious mind shuts off when we go to sleep, but our subconscious mind never stops. It's actually in its most normal state when we're sleeping. So make the last 5 minutes before bed a time for positive affirmations so that you can practice programming into your subconscious mind these instructions. And then continue to constantly change your conscious mind patterns. So throughout the day, observe your thoughts and change those thoughts. And what you will begin to see is changes throughout your physical reality. You will feel that feeling of joy and peace and those desires within yourself. And doing this and practicing this technique is just like any habit that that is performed every day. So drinking water, brushing our teeth, taking a shower, anything that has to do with our hygiene, or even going to the gym. This is something that we have to work on each day, so it begins to become just a habit and we're not consciously thinking about it anymore. It's a part of us. We are creating that person we want to be. We are creating our own reality. So remember, change the story that you tell yourself. Shift into a parallel reality where you are the person you want to be. Begin using positive affirmations and observe your thoughts daily. Do the best you can in the moment that you're in and give yourself a break. You're only human and you are trying to do the best that you can. So I hope today you got a better understanding of manifestation. I hope you understand what it means to speed up this process, what it means to feel whole within. So until next time, peace.